Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3, where Mo and her honourable chums continue to advance, although now our faces are all much cleaner again. I mean, aside from the blood, but we've got the mod installed that makes half illithid look normal, and everyone who's currently in the party is now half illithid. Turns out I couldn't do it to everyone though, because this isn't actually a camp. It might look like a camp, and our team might be standing where they would if it was a camp, but it's actually a fake one. We need to go through the portal and advance the plot. Or do we just need to camp again? Maybe we just need to go back to bed. I quickly popped through the portal and there was nothing exciting going on, so let's just go to bed instead. Now we're back in a normal camp.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prison.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Ghaik visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
Our dream figure's a mind flayer. Isn't that more concerning?
The Emperor, yes. A stunning revelation, but not so stunning as the prisoner. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Ghaik slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
That's a lot of Vlaakiths.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
That sounds delightful. We like glory. What happens now?
We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Ghaik slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
That sounds wonderful. However, the Emperor's astral touch tadpole promises exceptional power.
It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. Do you not feel the cold where once there was heat? The void where your soul once resided?
No, I feel pretty good, in fact. Accept the power and you'll be unstoppable.
Galik, the Elder Brain. It could be the harbinger of the grand design and the doom of the Githyanki. The end time of the 16 planes will be upon us, and the Astral would be the first to fall. Very well. I will accept what this damnable Ghaik has to offer. Yisk Githkar Tafki Krashet.
Amazing. Where is our tadpole? Who's holding it right now? We are. Can we just give it to Lae'zel? Yeah. She's not in the party right now though, so let's get her in. And she's leveled up as well. A few times perhaps. So she's already got Dex 20. Did she have Sharpshooter yet? No. So we'll add that. And then she gets a couple of extra manoeuvres at level 10. So what shall we give her now? Evasive footwork could be good. If she's somehow surrounded and she needs to get away from foes. Maybe fainting attack as well. But mostly we just want to use a bit of tadpole. Lovely. Now Lae'zel is a partial. So let's wing that to Astarion. And let's go and find him. And then that should be much of the crew up to speed on the old tadpole. We'll speak to you in a minute. Shaddy. Now Astarion's still level 2 because we've not used him at all. Let's chat about the vanilla tadpole.
Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No.
Why don't you want to use it?
I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over.
That surprises me. I thought you'd be down. So you're afraid then?
I am not. I just don't want to lose my God's given good looks, really. Wouldn't that be a crime?
Don't worry about it. We've got a mod installed. Your illithid power is the only reason you can stand up to Cazador. This is going to help you defeat him.
I'm really not sure.
We've got a pretty good chance on an intimidation check. Not such a good chance on wisdom, but I don't know what the difficulties involved are either. You're nothing, just a frail spawn who will burn to a crisp soon enough. Let's give him the odd tough love.
Damn it. Damn you. All right. I'll do it.
Excellent. So that's Astarion tadpoled as well. It's the whole crew tadpoled pretty much. Except for those who weren't illithid in the first place. Now let's get Will back on board.
With haste.
Sorry Astarion, I didn't mean to move you.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her.
Nice. And now maybe we'll talk to Shadowheart about her new look.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
Oh wait, yeah, I've not tadpoled Shadowheart, have I? That special tadpole is going to increase our chances of success.
More likely it would just put a stop to us. I wanted nothing to do with those illithid powers before. What makes you think I'd want to jump into an even deeper hole? Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself.
Trust me, we need these powers. You're going to love what you can do with them. Hey.
Fine. I truly hope you're right about this.
We're fairly right about this. Now, did we take back the tadpole? We did. Let's get Shaddy in the team.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
How'd you manage it?
An unexpected benefit of my training. Any novice knows how to source the right herbs and mixtures to alter one's hair. Typically reserved for disguises and subterfuge rather than self-discovery. But I don't live by Shah's rules any longer.
No, you don't. I love it.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now. I'd join you, but things lead the way.
Lovely. Now that she's back on the team, she can have a bit of tadpole. I suppose we could level her up as well. What were we going to go with? I think it was back to Druid. New feat available. That sounds great. And probably Wisdom. And fantastic. We've got everyone spoken to. We've got everyone tadpoled. It's time to hit the road.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
Not quite in Baldur's Gate yet. Just hanging around the outskirts.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
Hello, little one. What's your name?
Yenna. And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Well, that sounds unfortunate. You must be hungry. Have some food.
Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me, too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
What a nice girl.
See the city up on the hill.
Now, what's our first goal going to be here in Rivington?
The easy path. That's why we need to watch. What in the hells was that?
There's a brainquake.
Like a quake fit to topple Ramazeth's tower.
That's a bit horrible. Let's speak to Ferg before we do anything else.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity.
That's us.
These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course.
How charitable of you.
Charity is a luxury. Fickle, occasional gestures from guilty hearts. I run a business. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you cannot eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold.
What do you do with all these goods you're acquiring?
There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I.
It isn't just about gold for you, is it? There's more than you're letting on.
You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele. But I think you've earned a peek.
Show me your wares. Let's see if this guy's actually got anything we're interested in. He's got some cool stuff. The Hellrider longbow giving initiative and advantage on perception checks is pretty good. Who would use such a bow? Bow of the Banshee's cool because it frightens people. Mo doesn't really need to use a bow that much because she can generally get into range of everyone. So maybe she's better off with advantage and perception. Karlach's pretty dexterous, so she's already generally got the initiative to go first in a lot of fights. An advantage on perception checks might be nice. Is it more valuable on Mo, given as she's leading the way? Or... Also, should I be trading with Mo, or should I trade with someone else? Persuasion plus 7, discount 30%. What if Gale chats? Gale does get a bigger discount, so... Yeah, we'll buy the Hellrider longbow. Is there anything we really want to sell right now? Or are we just going to carry on waiting until we get to Dammon? Given as we built up our friendship with him. I think we'll give that bow to Karlach. There we go. Now what's next on our agenda? It's going to be a little while before we get to another legendary fight, I think. We don't have much need to get into them until we get to level 12, probably. Miss Rowan, hello.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
I think I've been here. I don't remember it much.
Is that so? Enigmatic soul, aren't you? A word of advice, then. You might not get as warm a welcome as in days gone by. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous.
Is there anything I can do to ease these people's burden?
I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldarians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget.
It's a bit murderous of you, isn't it? You're supposed to keep the peace, not stoke the fire.
Ha! What peace? If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say?
You're a monster. I'm reporting you to your commanding officer.
Tell them! I'll cut out their eyes and make them watch.
Bit weird. Hello.
Look at it. Come crawling home, hands stained with the Bone Lord's soot. And you carry his stone. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
That's an excellent question. Now, no one's watching us, are they? So let's lockpick this gate.
So many more could have survived.
Oops. I forgot to put the gloves of thievery on, so that's cost us a thieves' tool.
Don't take it. You know who's really responsible.
You did what you could, Saul.
Now, in we go. Oh,
Oi! What in Helm's most holy name are you doing here, citizen?
I just want to see what's inside the barn.
And I just want to see what Manip Nestor has to say to you. Come on, with me.
The hell's are you doing in here?
Wow, Will's not really a liar. I'm not sure why he's been selected. I guess he was the first to be spotted. I was just curious about what's inside the barn.
This is a barn, not a museum. Now get gone.
Okay. I think we've avoided any major trouble there.
The hell's are you doing in here?
Oops. I think I clicked too far away, and we decided to run through the barn to get back round to the side. So now Mo has also been caught breaking into the barn. Now, sneaky Karlach though. Let's see if she can make her way in by herself. She can, but she doesn't spot anything amiss in here. That's unfortunate. Even with her perception checks. Now, Mo's less sneaky.
You know who's
But she might be able to make it over. She has also not spotted anything suspicious. All I want to do is investigate a crate without setting it on fire. Aha.
Watch your step.
Will succeeds where everyone else failed. Now, can Karlach disarm the trap? Of course she can.
Can you please give me a hug? Set your arms would be so snug.
Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself!
It's only me.
You have 2 seconds to explain yourself before you're under arrest.
Found a load of toy bears rigged to explode, but I disarmed them.
What? Those are children's toys. Which means if a child had picked one up... I don't want to think about it. How do I know you're not the one who planted those explosives?
I just wanted to see what was inside the barn.
That's not good enough. You're under arrest.
Okay.
What are you doing? We cannot defeat the brain without that stone.
And we're in Worms Rock Prison. Everyone has lost all of their stuff. Okay. We got a note. The true life of Lord Gortash. There's a Gondian who escaped the Foundry. The Watchers are Gortash's most powerful defenders, but also his greatest vulnerability. Interesting. I've got a wooden crate. Is there much else going on in here? One presumes there's a way out. An unusual skull.
How, Malapert? Must thou stareth so?
Pardon me?
I say thou art Malapert to stare, but peradventure thou art new to such custom. I call myself Marvin. Thou mayst do the same. Unfortunate, nay, ineluctable, perchance inevitable, to be confined in such immuring quarters. Thou wishest to escape the confines of this prison, doth thou not? I can helpest thee for the cost of 2 riddles. Answer me true, and I shall teleport thee to safety. Answer me false, and I shall teleport thee near the guards.
Interesting. Maybe Mo wants to deal with this.
Answer 2 riddles. Be true, and I teleport thee to safety. Be false, and I teleport thee to the guards.
You talk like a drunk poet. If you wish to converse, you'll need to speak plainly.
Common is just so very common. Very well. To rephrase, I will teleport you away for the cost of 2 riddles. Answer them right, and I send you to safety. Answer them wrong, and I send you to the guards.
Go on then, ask your riddles.
Then we begin. I fly, but not through the sky. I say goodbye at night and hello in the morning. I am part of you and follow wherever you go. I wear only black and run from the light, yet without it, I couldn't exist. Who am I?
My shadow.
Very good. Your freedom is nigh. And now, the second riddle. I am beaten and battered, but never break. My crown has felt the strike of endless blades, yet I can never move. I never sweat, even when the summertide sun shines upon me. Who am I?
And beaten and battered. An anvil?
An anvil indeed. You make me most proud. It is time to depart. Are you ready, madam?
Yes. Teleport me to safety.
Freedom is yours. Savor it, for there is no gift that cannot be reclaimed or ravaged. Away!
Blam, and here we are. Now, 10 turns of great invisibility, 17 turns of fugitive though, so... It's basically we need to stay out of trouble until all those turns have passed. Prison entrance door is locked, okay. We can come this way though. Storage room is locked. We can turn that off. We can all hide. If no one comes this way, maybe that's good enough. Frig, someone's coming. How many turns? We've got 2 turns of invisibility left. Okay, that's fine, they're going back. Maybe we're okay. We just need to wait for these 6 turns to wear off. Yeah. We can't bust through the door with our bare hands. But that's fine, because there's only 2 turns remaining in a moment. Yep. We might be alright before that wizard comes back. Plus we're all crouched, so that'll help. Okay, it's worn off. So now we're safe to roam around down here? Yes, we've served our time. Prison door is still locked. Kind of unfortunate, but not the end of the world. One of these chests is equipment, the other is evidence. I'm guessing there isn't any evidence against us because we didn't do anything wrong per se. No one seems to mind that we're not in our cell anymore, so that's good. So we'll just take all the equipment. We're only encumbered. Even with all of our equipment, we're not heavily encumbered.
A theft has been reported, and it seems you're the only suspect.
Oops.
Choose your next step wisely.
Let's talk our way out of this situation. I just minded my own business. Nothing to do with me. That's not a good roll. Luckily, we did pick up an inspiration from talking to Rowan. Hey.
You'll walk free for now, but your stories won't land so well if you're caught again.
Sorry, friend. So he's going to go about his business. We're just going to carry on equipping our gear. Yeah, Will's weapon survived because it was charge bound, so we could have used him to bash down that door. But that's okay. And then what was he using? Bow of the Banshee. Now we're still encumbered, probably because we're carrying literally everything. Oh, now we've got everyone's pouches and whatnot because, well, that's a pain in the ass, isn't it? I guess the moral of the story is don't get caught doing crimes, kids. It'll just lead to a pain in the ass situation. Cool, we're just about no longer encumbered. This is good. This is good enough for now, at least. We'll go back to camp at some point and sort things out. But now this wizard's going to stroll over again. We'll just wait for him to bugger off. And then maybe we'll pick a lock on this storage room. That wasn't too hard. Now, we're not supposed to be in here. So we'll shut the door behind us just to be on the safe side. I'm wondering if there's a key in here. Or if we're going to have to lockpick our way out of the main door of the prison. There's a chest. That's a good sign. Nope. Nothing useful. So I guess we are going to have to just pick our way out. We'll just encumber ourselves with some onions first. At least we're allowed to touch this brazier. Now, Karlach. Do you want to work your magic once again? Things have gone in a direction I really wasn't expecting so far today. Ah, this just leads us out. Okay. We're just generally allowed out here. Good. That guard is fast asleep anyway. So that's fine.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Upstairs we go. Oops.
Naughty, naughty, naughty little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For she who fights with monsters should look to it that she herself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected. And that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You may reinherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
No, we're not going to become a monster.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion.
No more. We are a lady. That may be what we were, but it's not who we are.
And yet, you know you will never be free of your urge if you don't confront your past. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
A good question. One we will need to answer sooner rather than later, I've no doubt. But we've got a waypoint here in Worm's Rock. That's unexpected. Can't get back across the bridge to where we were, but we can teleport back, of course. Gale appears to be in a conversation right now.
Lord Gortash has been expecting your arrival. Please hold a moment.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
A pleasure to meet you. Could we talk face to face?
Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Lovely. So I guess Gale was just the one standing closest to that steel watch when that kicked off. Will, what do you say?
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran?
Perhaps we can reason with the leadership.
Gortash, do you mean? Those metal hunks do not obey a man who sees reason. There is no negotiating with the dead gods is chosen. They know only the language of punishment and pain. To make Baldur's Gate a safe haven, we'll first need to bathe Gortash and Orin in their own blood.
Blimey. It's not like you to say things like this, Will. But then bathing in blood is something I'm familiar with, you know. I was born of the Lord of Murder. I am, in fact, a Balspawn.
Hells. It explains so much. Listen to me. I knew another like you. Gorion's Ward. One of Baldur's Gate's great heroes. Baal's blood ran through their veins too. They burned away their own darkness with their own inner light. They chose courage. They chose honor. And so can you.
I guess I will then. Thanks, Will. Ah, now the drawbridge is down. So I guess we can just stroll back this way. And yeah. Steel Watchers are being a bit weird, but we've made our way back out.
There's something happening to it.
And yeah, as Mo was just spoken over by the Emperor, there's Danthalon's Dancing Axe, which Jaheira wanted us to visit. So that's something that's on the list, with another waypoint. Life is good. We'll be able to revisit all these
treating you, Gale.
places with no trouble.
Oh, quite well, as a matter of fact. Since it was stabilized, it's been humming along nicely. I have noticed one adverse side effect. I seem to be losing hair in some unexpected places.
I can only imagine.
Please don't. I'm trying not to imagine. Now, out we go. South Span checkpoint. And it might be backwards, but we've made our way back into Rivington. How are we looking for XP anyway? Quite a way to level 11.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
And the Emperor's just learned that Stelmane is dead somehow. Let's go to the Rivington General, see what's going on there.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you?
I'm a cheerful man. How do you know my perfect weapon?
I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill?
I crush skulls, I break bones, I snap tendons. I don't so much kill as destroy.
I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel?
Yeah, I'm not carrying on with the barbarian lines at this point, I don't think. We feel a deep sadness when we kill. We don't take enjoyment in it.
You deny yourself the sweetest pleasures. But that can change, given the right circumstances. One more question, if you'll humour me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you?
Absolutely not. I would never kill someone I care about.
You deny yourself, but it won't last. It's in your blood.
I see how you slither closer, belly dragging in the filth. Father is laughing at you. Weak and soft and broken. Oh, sweet sibling. The world has dulled you. Or maybe I poked your mind matter too sharply. Do not worry, Slaughterkin. My blades are still sharp and sweet. They will greet you soon enough.
Such a weirdo.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
What does she want?
You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward.
I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah, you were attacked by a doppelganger. She was impersonating me.
Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people round the back of the head. I'll tell you now, You'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you.
Look, I know it's hard to believe, but you really were attacked by a doppelganger. It's just how it is sometimes.
Well, I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain. Ah, God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today.
Very well. So he got boshed, but he's not dead. This is good. Now let's see if there's anything down here that needs purchasing.
Hi! Or want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. Buy a spear. What'd you say? Huh?
Maybe we'll buy a spear. Let's see what you got.
Oh, yay!
Bone Spike Garb. Gain hit points when you rage. Reduce all incoming damage by 2. When the wearer is struck by a melee attack, the attacker takes piercing damage. But it wouldn't make us immune to crits. Now, I've got the Dancing Breeze, which is amazing. But in another world, in another universe, we've already been using that quite a lot, so we will say no to that. What weapon upgrades might we need? I think Will might be good with this charge-bound Warhammer for the game. Mo could be good with the Skin Burst or another Halberd if we decide to stick with Polearm Master. Which I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. I do have a weapon in mind for Karlach, but we need to pick it up from an enemy. And then at least one of these staves is being replaced in the tower in Baldur's Gate. I don't know what the other staff might be. But yeah, there's nothing we need to buy, really. What are we looking at in terms of armour? Yeah, maybe there's nothing we need. Sorry, friend.
Want more? Want less? Wanna sell? Wanna buy? You know where I am. Bye!
Now, what's next on the agenda? There is the firework quest. We could do a bit more of that whilst we're back in Rivington.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
You certainly know how to make people feel welcome.
You shouldn't have to make people feel welcome in places they don't belong. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
You left, they took it. So it's not yours unless you kill them in single combat. That's how these things work, right?
If it comes down to such barbaric measures, well, that's what I hired Zenobia here for. I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them.
I say let them stay. Or I'll make you leave and never come back. Really? 21's a fail?
Are you threatening me?
Yes.
Zenobia!
I thought it was.
Why are you just standing there? Do what I'm paying you for!
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
Ugh. This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Now, please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
Ah, well, we tried to do it peacefully. We appear to have failed. And now we've got to fight the Rivington rats. There aren't too many of them. Scarpers looks like he wants to go first. Can we sneak past this guy? We can. Bam! Have all of that crit and like it. Then have some bees as well. Your move, friend. Oh, it's your move to explode. Okay. Now our move, I guess, should be Zenobia, dog. Bonk. And get paralyzed. Why not? And that's another crit. Outstanding. Now she's not going to move. Who is Gleeful Clong? There they are. So we'll go and stand next to them. Now Gale could fire a shot at them. Or Gale and Will could gang up on Dimples before Dimples gets to do anything of merit. Maybe that's the best bet. Yeah, we could fire a shot. We could also fire one at Zenobia, but... Clunk. So Clong is going to get to do something. He's going to rage. And a bit of a bonk on Mo. Okay. Now Will, can you deal with Dimples before they get to do anything on their turn? Yes. Luck of the Far Realms makes a crit, which means Divine Smite triggers. Which means Will does all of the damage everywhere to everyone. Amazing. Now Karlach is of course a bit far away at this point. Maybe with a cunning dash though, she can get right up into the action. This guy used reckless attack, which means he should be taking quite a bit of damage here. Mo? Big smacks? That wasn't that big. That's fine. I guess Mo's job is just to generally not take damage rather than do big damage. And there we go, that's the rats out of the way. Now, Arthur.
All right. You won. You won. What more do you want from me?
I just want the family to stay. You got room for them, surely.
Well, with Zenobia and the others gone, I don't suppose you'll take no for an answer. All right, they can stay. Are you happy now? Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do.
I'm sure a man of your means can find room at an inn somewhere.
A room can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
Excellent. So there goes Arthur off to a nearby watering hole to drink away his troubles.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you.
How'd you end up here?
Same way lots of us did. Trying to get away from the army of the Absolute. If you had the chance to put a roof over your family's heads after being on the run for Torm knows how long, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but no one's telling you to leave anymore. Have all the roof you want.
We will stay. For now. I just hope he doesn't pay anyone else to come sniffing round. Thank you. And may Torm keep you.
You are quite welcome.
You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really.
Hopefully if he sends someone else, the bodies outside will act as a deterrent.
That might be worth a look.
That might be worth a look, indeed. Let's just look. We've got our thievery gloves on.
At least here we stand a chance.
Easy lockpick. Oops.
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next?
The only thing she's capable of is stabbing. We can beat that. Now, what I intended to do was click on the hatch.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Traps. Lovely. And some disarming. Later, we've made it to the main part of this room. Now, what have we in here? A blackmail letter. We'll have a quick read of that. Package waiting for Arthur at Flogears.
Arthur. He was tampering with toys meant for the refugees.
Yeah, he was.
Hey, we found these toys in the barn, right? Guess they were made here.
They were, I imagine. We should probably go back and report this to the Manip, I think. Hopefully the Manip won't mind that we're not in prison anymore. Although, where is he? Is he still in there? Oh, he's still in there, so...
So many more could have survived if
we probably aren't able to speak to him then. So I guess... we'll just go solve the mystery ourselves. We've disarmed the explosives. So yeah, we will solve the mystery ourselves. Probably not next time, but down the line. Next time we'll have another look around Rivington, and maybe we'll get to see Gortash's ceremony. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.